guys, and welcome to another episode of Media Strikes Back. We have an extra exciting show for you tonight. Firstly, this is my favourite part of the show tonight, we put Tom to the test and send him on the Crossfit challenge. And then we also have JD, who's going to have a chat to Ron Pope. We send the girls to the Malaysian Food Festival, which sounds very delicious indeed. And we also hit the pavements of Melbourne to find out what you guys think. But first up, let's have a look at Tom, and he goes when he's put to the test in the CrossFit Challenge.
I'm here with Ben from Schwartz's CrossFit on Glen Huntly Road. How you going, Ben?
Yeah, good mate, good.
We've got a bit of a competition on today.
Yeah, it's our annual Schwartz's CrossFit Challenge. We have it once a year, and this is our 7th year running now.
How's it been going?
Yeah, I mean every year it grows bigger and bigger, and probably this will be our last year we can have it in our venue because it's just getting too big. We had about 300 competitors extra who wanted to compete. We just couldn't fit them in. It sold out in 15 minutes. And this is people coming all over Australia, New Zealand, everyone to compete.
I'm here with Matty Kaplan, who's just finished his circuit. How'd you go?
3 seconds ago. So,
Yeah,
sorry.
he's a bit out of breath.
Out of breath. It was a really, really tough one. You had 16 minutes to do pretty much have as much work as possible in 16 minutes. So the whole time was just go, go, go. If you stopped every rep that someone else got that you didn't, they would beat you by however many points that is. So,
Now, it's not often that I'm intimidated by 3 girls, but I think between the 3 of these girls here, they would pack a fair punch. We've got Fiona, Ali and Penny. Welcome, guys, and tell us a little bit about Schwartz's CrossFit.
So you're at Schwartz's CrossFit. I've been CrossFitting for about 3-4 years now. Came over CrossFit. I'm a physio and I teach Pilates. Had a client that came in, said there's girls that can do 21 push-ups in a row. I'm like, hell yeah, I can do that. So started at Schwartz's and started just with 1 session a week. Turned into, dropping normal gym and never look back.
Your competition's keeping on going while you're stopping.
yeah, so not only are you competing against the people in your heat, there's 13 heats throughout the day. So someone in the preceding heat or the one after, like their scores still go best against yours. So you can't just compete against who's in your head. You have to go as hard as you can because there could be someone after you that will beat you.
So earlier in May, we, as 3 girls and 3 other boys from our gym, including Benji, our coach, won the region of Australia and New Zealand, and then we got the opportunity to go to the World Games in July. That was in LA, yep. So mid-July, Fee left our team, and another beautiful girl, Amy, stepped up, came into it. We had another changeover with the boys. So Penny, myself, Amy, Jon, Stefan and Benj represented Australia, and luckily we came 9th in the world. It was a very tough event, weekend event, and really proud of everyone.
Every competition's different. This one, everyone does 4 today and then 1 tomorrow. Then they cut the field to top 24 out of 150. So you just got to hope your cumulative score of rankings in each workout is high enough to make that cut.
What's the best thing about it? You see a lot of improvement, or what's the...
I mean, you see improvement like anything, but it's the camaraderie you build from doing it, and you see guys in a normal gym, the people who meet and get together would not do that out of this gym. Like people from different nationalities, different religions, different socio-economic backgrounds, they get together and they just respect each other for having a go and having a crack.
I have to say, Jamie, thank you for joining me today in this lovely sunny day in Melbourne. But I'm excited at what we just saw, but I'm a little disappointed because Tom did tell me he was going on a CrossFit challenge. And yes, he did go on a CrossFit challenge, but he didn't do the test.
No, he just sat there and enjoyed the show.
He did. So a little bit disappointed here.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll put the challenge out to Tommy and see if he can live up to the test.
I think that's good. So if you guys have any ideas out there about maybe a challenge or two that you think Tom should do and make it a good one, jump on our Facebook page and we'll have to put him up to the test and film it for you guys out there.
That's right. The crazier the better, guys.
Tom's going to hate us right now. But hey, we're going to jump to a break, so stick around and we'll be back shortly. Hi guys, welcome back from the break. As you can see, we are here in the lovely Melbourne in the tan, joined by the gorgeous Yana.
And the gorgeous Kimmy, of
Oh,
course.
she's too kind. But tell me, Yana, I do hear that a lot's been happening in Melbourne and you have been to what is the Malaysian Food Festival.
Correct. The Malaysian Festival was just so colourful, such a happening place. Everybody was running around. There was so much going on, from a fashion show, all this food being cooked up, which I couldn't get myself away from. I just had to try a bit of everything. It's the perfect place to do it.
Well, it sounds absolutely delicious because I did hear with the girls who went to present it that you did go along, but you did disappear.
I may have.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit.
Well, let's have a look at this delicious Malaysian Food Festival.
And at last we've got a sunny day in Melbourne. Can you feel the heat?
Definitely.
Hey, Steph, do you smell that?
I do, Joe. It is the smell of the Malaysian Food Festival.
Oh, and it smells so exciting. We're down here at the Vec Market, so why don't we go and
Check it out. Let's go, guys.
Hi guys, I'm Melissa and I'm here with Steph and Albert. Albert is actually the event organiser of this magnificent Malaysian festival. Albert, how do you say today has gone?
Oh, it's been excellent. Lots of people, probably up to 10,000 people. Can't complain.
Wow,
Sun
that's a
is
lot
great.
of people. Well
So how do you go about organising this event? Like, what goes into actually organising this?
Oh, it's quite straightforward. First of all, we have the community groups to come together. This time we had the 4 countries coming together as one. We have
Wow.
Malaysians, we had Singaporeans, then we have our Vietnamese friends, and of course we had our Singaporean friends as well. So it's a good collaboration. Even Philippines has come on board as well. So, and Indonesia. So actually more than that,
Wow,
6
that's great.
countries. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And how we do it is. Once they are in, then we then select the type of restaurants to be a part of what you see today. Some of them include, depends on the type of food as well, and that's how we choose them, I guess.
tell us a little bit about what you are selling today?
I'm selling laksa Sarawak and layer cake from Sarawak also.
So here we are with Ems. What is your role in how the day is going today?
So pretty much my role here is to support the festival running through end to end, and look at like today, it's like busy. It's like having lots of food, a lot of performances. So just making sure we are on tap. And been doing this for the past 2 years with Vision Malaysia and also a live group. So it's been going very well.
What else is going on today? Anything else?
Well, we got cultural stalls on the side. We have sand art. You can have hula hoops dancing, and they will even let you play hopscotch for a change. That's very traditional Malaysian.
Yeah.
And pretty much majority is all food, because food I think is the one that gets you.
What's your favourite part of the day?
The people, I guess. You meet so many people. You walk everywhere you walk, you meet someone that you know, and it's a hi and hi, how are you kind of thing. It's good. Yeah.
So it's a fantastic day, and have you had lots of people coming to try it?
Yeah, actually our laksa Sarawak sold out.
Sell out.
After 2 hours we sell.
Woohoo!
Well, the purpose of this event is to bring not only the Malaysians together, but to also bring Australian cultures. So I do know there's a lot of hobby groups, probably cycling, running. Like today, there's a Melbourne Marathon.
Yeah, I saw them.
Communities like this to participate and learn something new of a different culture. Yeah, these are the people that we would like them to get involved.
A little tasty.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Not bad.
Pretty good. I don't really eat ketchup.
You're amazing.
So it's pretty easy. I mean, I think the recipe starts from very early planning and making sure that we get it properly run on the day. So we are very lucky. The weather is good.
Yeah, Melbourne is a melting pot for cultures. This month is Multicultural Week, Victoria. So we celebrate all the cultures around the world, and especially non-Australian, which is good. And this is a excellent event to bring them all together. And
Well, that looked absolutely delicious.
I'm hungry as well.
I say that with sincere jealousy.
I hear the trick is though to have smaller meals frequently throughout the day to keep the metabolism going. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what's out there.
Yeah. Well, you did disappear at the food festival.
Oh, she did, yeah. I think she might have been stuffing her face, not nibbling.
Just having small portions.
Of course,
throughout the day.
That's the way to be. But as you know, we're not all about food on this show. We're about everything to do with Melbourne. And JD has caught up with a fabulous gentleman by the name of Ron Pope.
I certainly did, and Ron's down here, his first time down under for his whirlwind tour. And look, he's having a ball. He got to visit some koalas and kangaroos and all that sort of stuff. But look, it's good to see someone like Ron who puts in the hard yards and it all pays off over time. So you've got to be persistent, you've got to continue at the hard work, even if it means that you've got to struggle at times. And, you know, it paid off for Ron.
Oh, how exciting. Well, say no more. Let's have a look at JD having a chat with Ron Pope.
All of the colors of the quickly setting sun fill up your sky. A city in motion. You set a city in motion. You love the darkest part of every quick remark. If it's cold and hard, it sets you in motion. It sets a city in motion.
Here I am with Ron Pope. Welcome, Ron. This is your first little Australian whirlwind tour.
Yep, thanks for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Now, can you tell us, and also the guys at home, in terms of how long you've been working in the industry and your persistence over the 8 albums that you now have?
Well, I was in a band, and then I put out a couple of albums and did a bunch of starve, run out of gas kind of indie tours, and then my solo project started to gain some momentum, and then it just kind of snowballed and really took over from there. And so that's how I ended up having my name on the sign as opposed to a band name, even though I usually play with a band.
Yeah.
And so I've just continued to release music and really stay at it, and I think that's kind of how I ended up here with this as my job, as opposed to working at McDonald's.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We don't want to all sort of be stuck working at McDonald's. I'm sure the guys at home at McDonald's probably have dreams as well as yourself.
I don't have a lot of other skills either, so I don't even know if they could train me to work at a McDonald's.
Don't have the flipping burger skills? No?
I'm not sure. My wrists aren't that great. I don't know. So.
Hey, that's fair enough. Not a problem at all. Now, when you said that your career started to really take off, and that was with one of your hits, which was A Drop in the Ocean, is that correct, via YouTube?
Well, it started online, really, yeah, so all over the internet. A bunch of my songs kind of started to gain this momentum where one person would tell another person, and so on and so forth. And really, it was the fans taking ownership of the music and sharing it with other people. So I was kind of caught in the midst of this real, honest-to-goodness grassroots movement where people were excited about it and they wanted to share with other people. So I was very lucky with that.
So with the progression, it wasn't actually a big flash bang out of the pan one day sort of YouTube clip. It was actually over a period of time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not as interesting as the kitten riding on the back of the turtle or something like that, that gets 100 million views in a weekend. So it really, not to kid it, people had to take it and move it out. It wasn't that splash, bang, wow kind of thing that happens with some stuff that goes viral. It was really more of an on the ground grassroots thing where someone would hear it and they would like it, and they were part of a group at school, and they would tell the friends in the group, and then they would go home and they would tell their mom, and their mom works out at this gym, and she would tell her trainer, and the trainer would go home, and it was like that. Like, people always have a story of where they got it from, and that's an incredible thing to be at the center of. People creating a movement around the music. It wasn't just that I created this music and then magic happened. It was that I created this music and then people, it became a part of their lives and they wanted to share it with people. So I'm very lucky and very blessed to have fans that are willing to do that.
What's your word of advice for the guys at home that are thinking about taking on the music industry and, you know, might get disingenuous with, you know, the bends and turns and all that's actually involved?
Well, I would say the biggest thing is to not stop. You know, along the way, a lot of things are going to happen to you where you're like, that's it, I'm going to become a lawyer today. I'm going back to school, or whatever it is that you might, you know, have fallen back on. But those are the moments where you have to keep going. If it was easy, everybody would be a ball player or a rock star or a movie star, but it's not. It's work. It's, you know, if you treat it like work every day and you show up and work hard, eventually it can become your career if you're doing something good. So it's really just about perseverance, I would say.
And what's next? I mean, what's next for you guys? Also, is it yourself and the band, the district, your 7 mates that you were talking about a little bit earlier?
Well, you know, it's impossible to get all those guys together. I would love to be, you know, playing with the guys. But so in America, I tour with a full band. These shows that I'm doing here, I only have 3 shows, one in Melbourne, one in Brisbane, and one in Sydney. And this is a preview. I'm here alone to kind of give the most elemental version of what I do. It's just me and the songs. I'm going to play guitar, I'm going to play piano, I'm going to sing. That's it. Just to kind of give people a preview kind of who I am and what I'm about at my most basic. So ideally, I'd love to come back sometime maybe towards the end of next year. Atlanta, in a lot of ways, feels like my first album because it's the first time in my career that I've ever been able to really just let myself go and absolutely do what I wanted for each thing. You know, in the past I would say to myself, you can't put that sound on this album because this sound is on there. And so with the Atlanta album, I wanted to take all these sounds that were unique and different from one another, but kind of block the wind.
Block the wind.
And so I wanted to take these sounds that, you know, were so much a part of my sensibilities, you know, take them and create a distinctive palette, something that was just mine. And that Atlanta album is the first time that I've ever really done that. I took everything I love and then I put it together and I said, now let's paint a picture with this and not leave things out because we can't figure out how to make them work. Let's make them work. And so it feels like me.
Well, that looked like you had a lot of fun, and what a great guy he was.
Yeah, he's just a genuine guy, and it's really nice to see someone like that getting all the hard yards paid off.
Aww, and what do you think, Anna?
I think that those tunes are perfect for a nice long drive along the coast, even if you feel like a bit of a boogie. Beautiful. Love it.
Even if you like Yana and you like a bit of a boogie.
Yeah, she loves to dance, so we might have a bit of a boogie, but stick around because we'll be back after the break. Woo! Welcome back to the show. So as promised at the very start, we said to you we're going to hit the streets of Melbourne to find out what you guys think. You know, this is one of my favourite segments because it's great to find out what you Melbourneites think about a certain topic. And today's is going to be about trampoline parks. So let's have a look at what you guys think.
So you've heard of trampoline parks before, have you been?
No, not yet.
You want to try it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you like about it?
It's like you can jump really high and stuff. It's awesome.
Sounds pretty good. Needs more skiing and snowboarding and skating kind of stuff, I think.
You can see yourself bouncing off the roof?
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Wow!
You'd like to go?
Hell yeah, that sounds amazing.
Can you see yourself, you know, bouncing off walls and hitting your friends?
Oh,
yeah, sure. What do you think, Madalena? You want to head down there?
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be lots of fun. I think that a lot of different people would think, wow, you know, when you were kids, you'd love doing that, so why not do it now?
Sounds quite good. Yeah, you'd head down there?
Yeah, definitely.
How about for your next date?
Yeah. Try it. Yeah, break the ice.
Can you see it for your next birthday party?
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Something your friends would like?
Yep, definitely. On the walls, on the roofs, and on the floor. Bouncing around everywhere.
Would your work, you know, find this quite interesting?
Yeah, definitely. Be good for Big Girls Day Out as well. Great for a little Hens Day party. I think the boys would get into it too for the Buckses. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And I think, you know, if it's someone's birthday party or something, you could go there first and have a good laugh and then maybe go out afterwards. I think it'd be really good fun, yeah.
Excellent. Oh, well, they'd be laughing the whole way through, I'm sure.
Dancing around and going crazy.
Well, that looked like a whole lot of fun.
Yep, just like it is right now.
Yep, it's really fun. But I would love to have a party there.
Yeah, you should have a party there, but I think if we add alcohol, it could be a bit dangerous.
It could be a little bit dangerous or a bit fun.
Can I volunteer a random yarn of fact as usual?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so trampolining is actually a very, very good sport. It's absolutely awesome. Sorry, I'm just so puffed out. I need to take a bit of a break, but that's why it's such an effective sport, because apparently, you know, you're bouncing around having so much fun, you don't actually realise the intensity of the physical exercise that you're doing, to the point that the next day, you're like, why am I so sore? It's because of this. But you're having so much fun huffing and puffing, you don't even notice.
There we go. The secret to Jana's youth is trampolining.
And apparently the guys at NASA do it as well. No joke. Rumour has
You can be just like the guys at NASA if you get your trampoline or head down to the trampoline park.
always wanted to be an astronaut, Kimmy.
Watch
I
out,
can see myself
trampoline
up there in
world.
the sky.
Why they need a trampoline when they've got no gravity up there, I don't know, but anyway.
But anyway, that brings us to the end of our show for this week. Remember, if you have any suggestions of where you want us to go and what you want us to see, jump on our Facebook page.
That's right. Jump on it.
Yeah, watch out. Jana will be jumping on
hit
it.
our website, and we'll see you next
Oh, I
week.
can feel it. Can you feel that?
See you guys.